Question 4D is finally getting us to that shift relief factor formula. The shift relief factor allows us to determine our total patrol staff size. It's a multiplier. But before we could use this formula, we had to determine what the average time off per officer per year was. So we went through several different questions to get this average time off per officer per year. And the time off consists of regularly scheduled time off. It consists of benefit time off, which is your vacation, your holidays, your sick leave, your PTO, as well as net comp time off. So we had to calculate those before we could do this calculation for the shift relief factor. So the formula is listed on the page here. It's 365 times your shift length divided by 365 times your shift length minus that number that we just calculated, the average time off per officer per year. So my average time off consists of regularly scheduled time off, it consists of benefit time off, and it consists of net comp time off. And when we did those calculations, they were in days. So now we have to convert them into hours. So to get hours to days, we divide by our shift length. But to get days to hours, we multiply times our shift length of 8. So my regularly scheduled time off of 116.6 days times my 8-hour shift length gives me 932.8 hours. My benefit time off and my non-patrol time, 40.6 days times my 8-hour shift, that's 324.8 hours. And my net comp time off, I already calculated that in hours. So I'm going to use that 32.8 hours. And then I simply add those numbers up, and that is my average time off per officer per year, which is 1,290.4. So now I'm going to plug those numbers into the formula. So 365 times 8 divided by 365 times 8 minus 1290.4. Do the parentheses first. So it's going to be 2920 divided by 2920 minus the average time off, and finish it out. 2920 minus 1629.6 is, and then when I do that division, then I come up with a shift relief factor of 1.79, and it's rounded to 2 decimal places because that's what's in the instructions up here. So again, please pay attention. So what is this 1.79? This means that based on the time off that I allow for the officers in my law city, it takes 1.79 officers for every officer to balance out with that time, to ensure that we have enough officers to handle the reactive calls for service, as well as the proactive time that we want them to have in order to do the proactive policing, whatever that means for your agency. And it also considers time off. So that's what the shift relief factor is, 1.79 officers for every 1 officer.